We all know that Jiraya had died during his fight with the six paths of pain, but we can see here that Jiraya could have escaped that fight, but he did not escape for some reasons. So today in this video we would have been seeing what would have happened if Jiraya would have escaped from the pain and would have returned to the village. Number one point we have is that Jiraya perfect sage mode. We know that after Jiraya escaped from pain, he would have understood that pain would again attack Konoha to get the nine-tailed fox from Naruto. So he also knows that if pain comes, then he would not be able to defeat pain. So he starts trying to perfect his sage mode, and during that time, as he had an imperfect sage mode already learned, so it would not be a big deal for Jiraiya to learn the perfect sage mode. The second thing Jiraiya would do is to help Naruto learn Sage Mode. Jiraiya knows that even though he can use perfect Sage Mode this time, but he would not be sure that he would be able to defeat Pain or not. So he would also try to teach Naruto this type of things, both because now if Naruto could become a Hokage and also could defeat Pain. The third thing that would happen is Jiraiya and Naruto versus Pain. Now Pain would attack the Konoha and there will be Jiraiya and Naruto besides him. But there would be a sort of problem that there would not be, both of them would not be available in Konoha during the time of Pain. So Pain would be easily able to use that almighty push that he used. So the Konoha will be in ruins. But this time Jiraiya and Naruto, when they will come, they would fight together with a Pain, and Pain would have a hard time fighting them. The fourth thing that would happen is Pain's defeat in the fight. Pain would not have been able to defeat both the perfect sage mode of Naruto and Jiraiya, so he would be not able to defeat both of them and would become weak before both of them. But they both will be also able to locate where the real Nagato was hiding. So all the things would be happening like the story, and also the revival of all the villagers would have also happened. The fifth thing that would be happening is Jiraiya creating his own new Rasengan. Yes, during the fight of Jiraiya and Naruto against Pain, Jiraiya saw that new Rasen Shuriken of Naruto that he had learned from Kakashi. So Jiraiya would have thought that he can increase his power by adopting a new Rasen Jutsu like the Rasen Shuriken. So he would start trying to do such with his fire type. So he might be able to create a fire type Rasengan Jutsu, and after that Jiraiya would have been create some new type of Rasen Jutsu that would help him power up more. And after everything that had been happening in the story would have started going on till the war arc of Naruto. The sixth thing that would happen is that the great help of Jiraiya in war. Yes, we know that Jiraiya is a powerful shinobi of Konoha, and with his new powerful sage mode and his new Rasen Jutsu, he would have been a great asset for the great ninja war that would have been easily not been defeated by any types of reincarnated Kages that had been shown. And then on the seventh thing we have Sage Jiraiya and Kesim Naruto 5 Kages versus Madara. Yes, Jiraiya was a great asset for the Shinobi Alliance in the 4th Great Ninja War. Then he would have been able to defeat all the reincarnated Kages, and also due to different types of logical theories given by Jiraiya, Naruto would have been allowed to come into the war after learning the KCM mode. So Jiraiya and Naruto and the 5 Kages would fight Madara. Having so much powerful ninjas fighting against him, Madara would have a hard time fighting them. Because Madara might have gone easy on the 5 Kages, but I don't think that after Jiraiya and Naruto had been showering Nasen Shuriken on him, and with the Jiraya's new powerful Sage mode, I don't think that Madara would have been easily able to handle them. Then Madara and Obito comes together and fight Naruto, Jiraiya, 5 Kages, Kakashi and Guy. When Obito knows that Madara was almost on the defeat point, then Obito goes to Madara for rescue. Whereas having Kakashi and Guy chasing him, Kakashi and Guy joins with the allied shinobi 5 Kages, Naruto, KCM and the Jiraiya group, and then all of them starts fighting, whereas having Itachi Uchiha stopping that Edo Tensei, Madara disappears, and then that time causes the real problem for Obito, having so much pupil including Jiraiya, Kakashi, Might Guy and the 5 Kages against him. Obito was only going to get defeated. After that, the thing that will happen is KCM to Naruto, Jiraiya, Allied Forces 5 Kage, Kakashi, Might Guy versus Obito and Madara. Here, when Obito sees that Madara was again taken back to the world, so Madara again reincarnated himself like he did in the previous one, and also feeling the emergency, Obito does that Rinne Tensei on Madara so that Madara can help him fight the whole allied shinobi forces with all those legendary ninjas. And also because at that time Obito did not understand that thing and was walking in the way, Madara said him he would also give Madara one of his Rinnegan. The next thing that will happen is all 4 Hokages and the Sasuke arrive. Yes, we should not forget that all the 4 Hokages and the Sasuke will alive, and this is one of the most important part of here. The next thing that will happen is Madara becomes Jubidara and Obi get double Mangekyo Sharingan. Yes, this will happen because when the Minato will arrive there, Madara would know that there is a half Kurama inside the Minato, and at that time Madara will take out the Kurama from Minato because Minato is much less stronger than Naruto, because at that time Naruto would have also discovered the KCM plus Sage mode. So Madara will take that Kurama out of Minato, and Kakashi would lose his Sharingan anyways, not for Madara, but this Sharingan would be lost for Obito because Obito needs double eye after he has given his Rinnegan to Madara Uchiha. The last thing that will happen that Naruto and Sasuke would get the power from Hagoromo and will defeat Madara. Yes, we know that Madara had become very much powerful with his dual Rinnegan and with his new Jubi mode, but Madara should not be able to defeat so much people alone. Madara had to fight with all of the shinobi forces who were alive, having Naruto and Sasuke with their new powers, and also having Might Guy in his 8 gate forms. Though he would not have to face that 4 Kages because those 4 Kages would have been busy with Obito, but yes, Obito would not also survive longer. Obito would also be not able to hold against all of them, and after that when both of the Naruto and Sasuke and Might Guy gets victory over Madara, they go to fight Obito. But at that time Naruto helps Obito to understand that what he was doing was wrong, and said Obito to come with the allied forces and make this world better. And Obito was also coming to the group of Naruto, and at last this was a very good ending. But there was once another sad news for us. Yes, Jiraiya is dead instead of Neji. We know that during fighting Obito and Madara, there was a 10 tail attack that was happened on Naruto, which was protected by Neji at that time. But this time Naruto had Jiraya. Jiraya came forward so that he do not hit Naruto and Naruto don't die. And at that time, like Neji, Jiraiya died at there. And so with it, this is the end of this video, that if Jiraiya would have escaped pain, but still Jiraiya would die, even though he would not have died there, but he was such a great asset, great allied forces which was fighting against Madara and helped the whole allied forces a lot. But the death of Jiraiya this time would be happier, because Jiraiya would have known that Naruto would have been a better Hokage, because Jiraiya had totally faith in Naruto that he would be able to defeat Sasuke this time, and Jiraiya dies in